Hello everyone, in this lecture I am gonna explain capitalism, but if you are new to my channel then please like the video and subscribe the channel. In this video, we will learn the concept of capitalism and also its advantages and disadvantages. Let's start it. What is capitalism? Capitalism is an economic system where private individuals or businesses own and control the production of goods and services. The goal is to make a profit, and prices are determined by competition in a free market. What does it mean? If someone asks you what capitalism is, you should simply answer that a capitalism is nothing but it refers to an economic system in which people have their own business. Simply, they are free to start their business and earn from it. In other words, you can say, in a capitalist system, people are free to start their own businesses, make their own products, and sell them for profit. They can own land, factories, and other resources. The government doesn't control everything. Instead, businesses compete with each other to provide the best products at the best prices. As to some extent you have understood the capitalism, let me tell you the main points of it one by one, then you will understand it completely. The first point is private property. This is the main point of capitalism, that in a capitalist system, people are free to start their own businesses, make their own products, and sell them for profit. They can own land, factories, and other resources. The government doesn't control everything. Instead, businesses compete with each other to provide the best products at the best prices. For example, imagine you start a business, like a bakery. In a capitalist system, you own that bakery, the ovens, the ingredients, and the profits you make. This is called private ownership. It's your property, and you have the right to run it as you see fit. The next point is free market. This is another important point of capitalism. A free market is an economic system where prices for goods and services are determined by the open market and consumers, without significant intervention by the government. In a free market, the forces of supply and demand guide economic decisions, such as what products are produced, how much of them is made, and what they cost. In other words, you can say, in capitalism, prices aren't set by the government but by the market. Think of a farmer's market where you can choose from different shopkeepers. Each shopkeeper sets their price based on what they think you'll pay. If one shopkeeper charges too much for apples, you'll buy from someone else. This competition forces shopkeepers to offer good products at reasonable prices. This is how supply and demand work together in a free market. The next point is limited government intervention. This is another important point that you should keep in mind, that in capitalism, the government doesn't tell you what to bake, how much to charge, or who to hire. Its role is to make sure the market is fair by enforcing laws that protect property rights, contracts, and competition. The government may step in to prevent monopolies, when one company dominates an entire industry, because competition is key to a healthy capitalist economy. So you can say, in capitalism the government has a limited intervention in your business. As you have understood about capitalism, let me tell the advantages and disadvantages of capitalism. The first advantage is economic efficiency. This is the first advantage of capitalism. Economic efficiency in capitalism refers to the effective use of resources to maximize the production and distribution of goods and services. In other words, you can say that it is the advantage of capitalism that it increases economy. Imagine if a government gives you an opportunity to produce things and get profit from it, so there will be competition, and through this competition the producer will produce more products, and by this way economic efficiency is achieved. Consumer choice. This is another advantage of this system, that it refers to the freedom and ability of consumers to select from a variety of products and services according to their preferences and needs. This aspect of capitalism fosters competition, drives innovation, and ensures that businesses must continually adapt to meet consumer demands. In other words, you can say that in this system a consumer also gets advantage of various products with different features and prices. For example, consumers can choose between iPhones, Samsung Galaxy phones, Google Pixels, and various other brands. Each manufacturer offers unique features such as camera quality, operating systems, and design aesthetics, catering to different preferences and budgets. Competition and quality. This is another advantage of capitalism, that competition between businesses drives them to improve their products and services to attract and retain customers. Companies that fail to innovate or provide high-quality offerings risk losing market share to competitors. Basically, competition encourages businesses to lower prices to attract customers. This can lead to more affordable goods and services for consumers. It is quite obvious that to gain a competitive edge, businesses often focus on improving the quality of their products and services. This can include enhancing features, using better materials, or providing superior customer service. So this is another advantage of capitalism for customers. As you got the advantages of capitalism, let me tell you the disadvantages of it. The first disadvantage of it is income inequality. This is one of the main disadvantages of capitalism. It refers to the unequal distribution of wealth in a society. Basically, it means that the gap between the rich and the poor keeps getting wider. This happens because capitalism rewards success in business, leading to huge wealth for some. At the same time, many workers struggle with low wages and job insecurity. In other words, you can say that this is the flaw of this economic system, that the people who own land, factory, and business become richer and richer, and the working class, like labor, becomes poorer day by day. So, it's called income inequality. The next disadvantage is exploitation of workers. This is the main disadvantage of capitalism, that companies may exploit workers by offering low wages, poor working conditions, and limited job security. This can lead to a decline in the quality of life for a large portion of the population. It is quite obvious that when certain people have property, or factories, then they will try to take more work from the laborers in order to achieve more profit. By this way the workers are exploited very much. Materialism and consumerism. This is another disadvantage of capitalism, that it promotes materialism and consumerism. What does it mean by it? Simply, materialism refers to a mindset that places excessive importance on material possessions, believing that happiness and success are primarily determined by what one owns. And consumerism refers to the practice of buying and using goods in large quantities. So you can say that capitalism increased the trend of materialism. In simple words, you can say that people will run after material things because they consider that only happiness is found in material things. So this is another disadvantage of this system. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to my channel. Thank you.